We interrupt the second half to actually not interrupt the second half. We had some technical difficulties there.
We did. Quite a technical difficulty.
Lack of storage space, apparently, on the iPhone.
Right.
So that's fun. So, let's throw this out. We had a great second half of the episode.
We did.
And now we gotta redo the whole...
Unfortunately, only half of the second half ended up being recorded. So we're gonna get right back into it.
Let's get right back into it.
Because we're not giving up.
We're not. You can't give up.
We're getting that yard after contact.
We are all about...
We're getting that yak.
Yak.
We're getting the yak.
Oh my god. How early do I have to wake up?
I don't know. You set your alarm, not me.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. So we'll get right into it. We were talking Jordan Howard. We were talking blah, 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 blah. We'll get into our toss-ups, which you have.
Yes.
And you're going to fire them off.
This is going to be boom, boom, boom. Toss-up number 1. Jay Ajayi, Todd Gurley. Who do you got?
Ajayi. I hate Gurley getting stopped in the backfield way too much. Ajayi for the volume. They're getting the same volume. Ajayi, upside, go.
Ajayi for me. Let's do it. Boom. Kelvin Benjamin, Jordy Nelson.
Benjamin.
Nelson.
Top target in the offense. Nelson, trending down.
Kelvin Benjamin quietly terrible over the last couple weeks. Come on. It's Nelson. We'll see how that shakes out. Dante Moncrief, Corey Coleman.
Moncrief, better quarterback, better situation. I mean, both teams are always kind of playing from behind, but we got to see what Coleman's got coming back. Moncrief, give me Moncrief. The Monk.
Okay. Love it. Love Moncrief. Triple take. Allen Robinson, DeAndre Hopkins, Alshon Jeffrey.
Give me Jeffrey, number 1, AR, number 2, DeAndre 3.
Give me AR-15, Alshon Jeffrey, DeAndre Hopkins, droppable.
Droppable, Jesus, wow.
I mean, you want a mother hot take.
That's rough.
Drop him. He sucks. And Will Fuller, I'm done with Will Fuller
rough
too.
for D-Hop.
That whole offense, except for Lamar Miller, I'm done with. Except for Matt's favorite, C.J. Fedorowicz. I'm taking Robinson, Hopkins. Robinson, Jeffrey Hopkins. Baldwin or Cobb? Nice one there. A little bit random.
Baldwin, Cobb. Give me Cobb for the floor. Not convinced Russell Wilson will ever get back to full strength. The offensive line in Seattle's terrible. Not buying Seattle this year.
Lost season for me. Done with Doug Baldwin. Randall Cobb for me.
Cobb. 4 touches out of the backfield.
Weird
catches,
one
targets,
here.
Go.
John Brown, Julian Edelman.
Edelman's seen a lot of more targets since Brady's come back. Can't find the end zone though. John Brown. Cardinals quietly top 10 in passing attempts per game, even though people believe that they've been on a run-heavy team.
Good stat. Great stat.
Michael Floyd down. J.J. Nelson up.
Pick his ass.
But John Brown, still the guy for me over Edelman. Feeling pretty good about that one, actually.
Completely agree, and kudos to us for calling that at the beginning of the year. You want some advice? Listen to us, right? Julian Edelman. Sucks. Bust. Wasn't on our list, but I'm going to bring it up anyway.
Go ahead.
Rest of season. Number 1 receiver. You get your pick. Gun to your head. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, or Odell Beckham.
Give me Mike. Big Mike. Double-digit targets in every game except for 1. He's just the human highlight reel now. One-handed catch, getting popped in the chin, still holds on to it. He's touched on every game. He's the first read on every passing play in Tampa Bay. Winston loves him. I love him. You love him. The world loves Mike Evans. No getting off of him. He's the guy. Done.
I'm dropping flex bomb right there. Mike Evans is the guy. The touchdown upside.
Not only that, playoff schedule. Excuse me.
They talk about the playoff
Excuse me. But he gets New Orleans twice in weeks 14 and 16. Can't beat that.
I'm
Done.
sweating on that.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, without a doubt. 8 touchdowns already. He's the LeGarrette Blount of wide receivers from a touchdown perspective. But oh, by the way, he's the Le'Veon Bell from the running backs of LA. He's the perfect package.
He's everything.
I want him rest of the season, even over Julio. I'm not even kidding.
He's everything.
I probably should have included AJ Green in that conversation, but
yeah, well, I'll go Mike.
Mike. Okay, so we finished that segment and we move right along to Eric Waldman's
Second half MVPs. I'm going to break down by quarterback, running back, receiver for you, and then I'll give you a couple honorable mentions.
I love honorable mentions.
Number 1, quarterback. Might surprise you. King Philip Rivers.
King Philip.
Currently number 12 quarterback on the year. But,
why is he getting better?
numerous weapons on the offense. A healthy Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry, Tyrell Williams, Dontrell Inman, sleeper guy. Travis Benjamin, battling a PCL injury, but we'll see what happens. Main reason I love him, schedule, rest of the way. Let me get into it.
Give it to him.
Home against Tennessee, home against Miami, nothing to fear. He has his bye, and then he's at Houston, nothing to fear. Home against Tampa Bay. Now we get into the playoffs. 14, 15, 16. You ready for this?
That's where the money talks.
At Carolina.
Love it.
Home against Oakland.
Love it.
Championship
Guaranteed
week.
championship.
Week at Cleveland. Book it as a top 5 quarterback the rest of the way. Phil Rivers.
Wow.
Next, my receiver. Guy who's disappointed a lot this year so far.
Yes.
Although maintaining his target share of the offense, his yards per catch is still way up there. Touchdowns, he scored his first one last week against the Minnesota Vikings. His name is Alshon Jeffrey, okay?
Wow.
Expecting a lot of touchdown regression. Good schedule the rest of the way. Cutler back under center. He hates Cameron Meredith. He hates Zach Miller. He loves Alshon Jeffrey. That is his boy. That's his ride or die.
I don't want to slow you down here, Eric, but how high do you have this guy rest of the season?
I'm
Top
talking.
5?
I'm talking top 5 receiver the rest of the way.
Wow.
Okay, double-digit targets
Book it.
here on out. High floor, great ceiling. Give me Alshon Jeffrey all day. Okay.
This
Now,
fucking game is about winning and losing. Me, I don't fucking lose.
wow, got it from Funk Master there. We'll go to our running back, a guy who's valued at an RB2 right now, who I think will give you RB1 production from here on out. Jonathan Stewart, Carolina Panthers. 2 touchdowns in back-to-back games, 20-plus carries in back-to-back games.
That's a good fit.
But what I love the most, again, the
Yes.
schedule.
Yes. Oh, boy.
At LA, easily
Nothing to
good
fear.
matchup. KC, nothing to fear. New Orleans, nothing to fear. At Oakland, nothing to fear.
Love it.
At Seattle, okay. I maybe give you that one. Playoffs. We're talking playoffs. Home against San Diego.
Love it.
At Washington,
Love
very
it.
susceptible to run. And then championship week, home against Atlanta.
Are you making that money? I try to get Jay Stu in a couple.
Give me Jay Stu.
But they would not
Healthy
give it
the
up.
rest of the way.
They would not give it up.
20-plus carries every game here on out.
Well
Give
said.
them to me. Touchdowns, yardage, boom. Now, I have a couple honorable mentions. I'm going to give you one that ties back to my quarterback. Okay? Phil Rivers, double dipping on the San Diego Chargers here. Again, with great schedule. Again, this is a guy I've been on all year.
Yes,
And
you
he's
have.
been ascending past 4 weeks. 100 yards. 3 out of the past 4 weeks, okay? The guy ahead of him on the depth chart has gone down with a PCL injury. He's going to play this week, but he's trending down. My guy, Tyrell Williams, trending way up, okay?
The King,
Big
Philip
play
to
guy.
Lord Tyrell.
Philip to Lord Tyrell.
I love it. I love it.
Big play down the stretch. Going to give you wide receiver 2 value the rest of the way.
Wow.
He is my guy. And my running back, honorable mention. Just a gut feeling on this here.
Wow.
DeMarco Murray's been fantastic all year. Double digit scoring games in
Number
every
2 or
single.
3 running back.
He's been top 5, top 3 all year. Every week, double digits.
It's absurd.
A lot of carries, a lot of touches, touchdowns. But Derrick Henry.
We saw it last week, folks.
We saw the beginning last week. Murray leaves the game with a toe injury. Henry comes in, dominates. Okay. Murray, only healthy full season of his career was 2014 with Dallas when he had a 2,000-yard season.
An anomaly. Maybe
Can't
not.
expect it again. The guy's creeping up there in age. I expect him to either scale him back, or this toe injury could be more. Something else could pop up. I have a very funny feeling, Derrick Henry comes through second half of the year and produces RB1.
Wow.
numbers.
That is is a hot take deserving.
So those are my
A
second
hot
half
take,
MVPs. Bringing it back to you again. Phil Rivers, my quarterback. Alshon Jeffrey, my receiver. Jonathan Stewart, my running back. 2 honorable mentions. Tyrell Williams and Derrick Henry.
Wow.
Let's get into our picks.
I'm going to come at you with my MVP picks next week, of course. Once I've had time to prepare, you know what I'm saying? And for now, let's finish off the show. We're going to go right into picks. Eric Woolman, you're on the clock. First game, Kansas City in the Astrodome, or wherever the hell they play, against Blakeland Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are 7.5 favorites.
Jacksonville embarrassed on national television last Thursday. Okay? You know I love teams that have just been embarrassed. You know I love teams coming off a long rest. Jacksonville fired the offensive coordinator, bringing in somebody new. They're going to feed Allen Robinson. I'm expecting 100 yards out of the guy, a touchdown. I'm all in on Jacksonville to keep it within 1 score with Kansas City.
No Spencer Ware, no Alex Smith.
Yes.
I think helps out the case further for Jacksonville, despite how difficult that environment is. I'll go with
Underrated
you
defense in Jacksonville as well.
for sure.
They got beat up on a Thursday
For
night
sure.
in Tennessee on the short week. I'm willing to move that aside.
Give us Jacksonville.
Give me Jacksonville.
Minnesota, embarrassed by the Bears and Jordan Howard, Gruden's grinder. 6-point favorites against Detroit. They're in Chicago.
You know I got, as I said before, I
Minnesota.
love the guys getting embarrassed. But, Minnesota, not sold on the offense. They showed a lot last week. The Bears shut them down. Detroit,
Divisional game, baby.
divisional game. You're
Divisional
going to have a hard
game.
time on the outside. But, inside, a healthy Ebron, a healthy Riddick,
Right.
they're going
Right.
to be able to move the ball. Tate working the underneath routes. I think they do enough to at least keep this within a score.
Yeah, I agree. Minnesota, that's 2 weeks in a row now that they've disappointed, have not covered the spread. Or the spread, and they have throughout the year. This is a fraud team to me from an offensive perspective. Defense is still good. No reason why Detroit can't keep this within a score, though. Detroit for us. Next game, New York Giants at MetLife against the Eagles. 2.5 favorites. What you got?
Giants coming off a bye. We talked about this earlier. We expect Odell to come on hot.
Second
We
half.
expect Eli to show you his other side. Right?
The Super Bowl side.
The Super Bowl side, as opposed to the bum side. The
whatever crap has been going on
Right.
this first half of the year.
Giants come out hot. Rashad Jennings, maybe a 15-carry, 70-yard touchdown game here.
Really?
Maybe sneaking in against the Philadelphia front. Not sold yet on Carson Wentz being able to win in New York. I'm taking the Giants.
Love that take. Carson Wentz, I think you're really starting to see the rookiness about him lately. They've struggled as of late offensively.
Yep.
Defense is still fantastic. I think the Giants get it done. I think they cover by at least a field goal. Giants for me. Dallas in Browntown. Cleveland. Corey Coleman comes back. Terrell Pryor plays. Cody Kessler gets the start. Dallas is 7.5 favorites. What do you think?
Dez coming back. Hot. 4 for 14 and a touchdown last game. Zeke still on fire. Dak. Rookie of the year, maybe.
Right.
Dallas defense, still solid. But,
Oh no.
Cleveland,
Oh, no.
strong at home. Eliminating the last 3 out of 4 losses to a 1-score deficit.
Right.
Cleveland, Cody Kessler back under center. With another weapon, Corey Coleman back in the lineup. Dallas, losing 2 key defensive backs in the last week, and Mo Claiborne and Barry Church.
Barry, take him to church.
Cleveland keeps it close. Dallas wins by maybe a field goal.
Okay.
Cleveland. This is a trap game for Dallas.
Trap game for
They're
Dallas.
looking ahead. This is 0-8 Cleveland at home.
Take him
Taking it.
lightly. Jerry Jones already popping bottles. We're taking Cleveland. I like it. I agree there. Tough one here. Probably toughest of the week. Baltimore at home divisional game against Pittsburgh without Ben Roethlisberger. What do you got?
Baltimore coming off the bye. Divisional game at home. Pittsburgh. The splits don't lie. Roethlisberger expected to play. But
Really?
Will he be 100%? Yes.
Is he actually?
Expected to play.
I say no idea.
Will he be 100%? I say no. Okay? Splits don't lie. 50-50 on the road, touchdown and interceptions. Baltimore coming out hot and healthy. They run the ball down their throats. They keep the score close until the end. Flacco, Terrence West, Kenneth Dixon, Mike Wallace. Get it
Wow.
done. Win by a field goal.
I
Against
disagree, folks. I would have picked Pittsburgh in a game where Landry Jones gets the start. Game dominated by Le'Veon Bell. Antonio Brown gets 100 but stays out of the end zone. You're telling me that Big Ben's coming back?
Ben's going to play.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm going to have to break your leg. I'm taking Pittsburgh for the win by a field goal. Take Pittsburgh. New Orleans. In the city of brotherly love, except that's not the city all. They're in San Fran. 3.5-point favorites. Colin Kaepernick gets the start once again. What do you got?
New Orleans still quietly in the playoff hunt. Still playing good football. The defense has been playing a little better.
Delvin, what's up,
A
bro?
little Delvin Brick
What's
coming
up,
back.
bro?
But New Orleans, they're expecting the first round defensive tackle to come back. Rankins come back. Bro will be back. The defense steps it up from where they've been lately. We know what their offense is, even on the road against a deplorable San Francisco defense. New Orleans, this one's easy for me, by at least a touchdown.
Guy, if this was a 20-point spread, I might still take New Orleans. San Francisco, far and away the worst team in the league. Carlos Hyde, AC joint injury, questionable at best. I don't think he plays. Defensive side of things, Aaron Lynch, their best pass rusher, out. No Navarro Bowman. This is the worst defense in the league. It's worse than the Raiders. I think Drew Brees lights them up. They put 21 on the board before halftime. They win this game by at least 2 scores, and I think 17 points. It's New Orleans for me, and it's a star pick for me. Carolina in Los Angeles. Carolina's 3 points favorite. Coming up a big win in Arizona. What do you got?
Big win in Arizona. Carolina desperate to stay in the playoff hunt. Desperate to show people that they're still a good team. LA on the come up, but not ready to take down the Carolina
Lost to
Panthers.
The Giants.
I am
Can't
taking
lose their
Carolina to win by a score. For
Carolina for me. I think they're getting things straightened out. And as you said, I like Jay Stu in this game for a punch-in and 100 on the board. Give me Carolina. Green Bay at home against Indianapolis. Andrew Luck. Can they keep it within 7? That's the spread. Green Bay favored. What do you got?
Tough game last week for Green Bay, losing to Atlanta. They come back home where they love to play, where they've got a great record. Shaky injuries. We don't know if Cobb's going to play, but Jordy Nelson's healthy. Devontae Adams healthy. They have enough weapons to spread out Indianapolis and score the points. The only thing I worry about is Indy coming back for that backdoor cover that Andrew Luck does pretty often. But Green Bay at home, I will take them to win by a score against an overrated Indy team for me.
I hear you. Colts backdoor cover for me. Andrew Luck does in garbage time. Dante Moncrief, late touchdown, his second of the game. He goes for 102. Hot take there. I take the Colts to cover. At least they get within a field goal. Give me the Colts. San Diego, Tennessee. They're in the Coliseum or whatever. They're Qualcomm. It's a sinking stadium. It's disgusting. They're 5-point favorites against Marcus Mariota.
I've been all over the Chargers all year as an underrated team.
Yes, you have.
They've got weapons everywhere. Tyrell, my second half MVP. Melvin Gordon, maybe the first half MVP. Phil Rivers, my second half MVP. I love the Chargers.
Right.
But,
Don't give me a but.
but, this week, Tennessee plays a little ball control. San Diego might play the same way. The score narrows, the game shortens. This game is closer than you think. Tennessee plays tough defense, as does San Diego. We have a close game, a one-score game. Give me Tennessee and the 5 points. San Diego still wins. Maybe by a field goal, but give me Tennessee.
I'm going to defer. Melvin Gordon, first drive punching. Tyrell Williams, second drive touchdown from 6 yards out. Josh Lambo makes it 17-0 at the half. Titans can't move the ball against this rejuvenated Chargers defense. Second half comes around. Tyrell Williams gets in for a second touchdown again. DeMarco Murray gets his touchdown, of course. Chargers cover, though. 27-20. Taking the Chargers. So, is this a Sunday night game?
Gotta be, right?
Oakland, Denver. Oakland at home. Favored by 1 against the Super Bowl champions, Trevor Siemian.
It almost feels like a trap. It almost feels like a trap, right?
And I'm a Raiders fan.
I don't know
Total
how
fan.
I don't know how I can back Oakland here.
No way.
Denver 6-0 when they score 20 or more points.
Beautiful stat.
Trevor Siemian on paper against fellow young quarterback Dak Prescott. Very similar numbers. Dak getting all the love right now, but Simeon's quietly very good.
Yes, he is.
Oakland, deplorable still on defense, although improving in recent weeks.
Sure.
I will still go Denver with the road upset. Taking Denver.
Yeah, this one's an easy one for me. Would be my second star pick if you want. Oakland hasn't been a good team. Unless I love them. 6-2. Derek Carr, early candidate for MVP. Gotta see it against a good
Gotta
team.
see it. Yeah.
Denver for me. The defense suffocates them. I still like Amari for 80 yards. Not a score.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't kill you. Monday night, Seattle, Buffalo. In the 12th man stadium. They're in Seattle where the pot's legal.
Seattle,
By 7.
Seattle has not done enough for me to be justified to justify the 7-point spread here.
Okay.
Buffalo will shorten the game again, running the ball. Seattle will look to do the same. I think this is a low-scoring affair. Whoever's running the ball for Buffalo, Gillisley or McCoy, has moderate to high success. I think Tyrod makes enough plays to move the ball against Seattle. I look for Sexy Rex to come out of Seattle with a respectable game, if not the win, outright.
I love that.
Love Buffalo.
Love that
here.
take. Okay.
Keep it close.
Yeah, for sure. Totally agree. Buffalo within a field goal at least, if not the win. I agree with that assessment. It's Buffalo for me. Boys and girls, enjoy your weekends. We'll see you. You'll see us on a Saturday morning. Buys that are notable: Arizona, Chicago, Cincinnati, Houston, New England, Washington. Send us any questions. We will answer them. We got a Twitter feed. We got a Facebook page.
We're
Let
everywhere
us
now.
know.
We're everywhere.
And for now, we take you out to the sweet sounds of Go Cubs Go.
Johnny Collins.
This one's for you, Harry.
Go Cubs go, go Cubs go. In Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gone.